Hey everybody, my name is Caitlin and I serve as a recruiter here at Pearl River Community College. Today I'm going to walk you guys through how to apply to our admissions. So give me just a second, I'm going to share my screen with you all. So you all should be able to see what I see. You're going to start out by going to our home page, which is prcc.edu. This is our home page. Once you arrive here, you'll click on Prospective Students. And from this page, you're going to notice that there's two different applications, Apply Now and then Dual Enrollment. So a couple things before we get started. If you were coming into the school as a freshman, you're going to click Apply Now. If you were a high school student that is interested in doing dual enrollment, you'll fill out the dual enrollment one. Now, if you are currently a dual enrollment high school student and you want to come full-time, then you're going to click Apply Now. So dual enrollment students, you do end up having to submit two different applications, okay? So click Apply Now, and then you're generated to this screen. So from here, you're going to click on the maroon writing where it says Application for Admission. Right here is where you'll start by clicking down here on First-Time User Account Creation. So this is where you're going to create a login ID and a PIN number. Make sure that you guys write this PIN number down, write this login ID down, because we're not going to be able to reset it. The only reason you should need this is whenever you are actually applying. So go ahead and create your login ID and your PIN number. And I'm actually going to go ahead and log into the one I already have created. And this login ID and PIN number can be anything that you guys can remember. So once you click on to log in, you'll notice that you get to this page. Now mine's going to look a little different because I have submitted a couple, but you should be able to click on a new application and you'll select your application type. So high school students coming into college, you're going to be under 21 years of age. Obviously, if you are not in high school, you may be 21 or older. So for this sake, we're going to put that we're 21 and under. We'll click continue. Right here, you're going to put your admission term. Make sure that you guys pay attention to this because this is going to determine your start date. So if you're wanting to start in the fall, you'll click that. Spring starts in January, so you'll click spring. So we're going to do fall 2020. And so it's kind of already put my name right here, but you'll put your first name and last name. But before we get started, notice these little red asterisks right here. If there's not a red asterisk next to it, you do not have to fill that information out, okay? So click Fill Out Application. Once you're at the application checklist, you'll click Let's Get Started. So right here, you'll notice that it asks for your legal last name and legal first name. Make sure you put the name that you were given on your birth certificate. Don't go with like a nickname or something like that. You'll see that you do not have an asterisk right here. And then, have you previously attended PRCC? I will select no. And then click Continue. Right here just gives us a little bit of information about your planned course of study. So what kind of degree or pathway you're wanting to pursue. So are you attending high school and college at the same time? I will click no, but of course if you are, you will select yes. Which campus are you planning to attend? Notice right here that there's red asterisks along each one of those. So you do have to fill all of those out. So I'm going to select that I want to attend the Poplarville, which is our main campus. And then I'm going to select no for the rest of the campuses. So right here, you're going to select your program of study. So notice up top, you'll see pathways. What pathways are, that is when you're planning to go to a 4-year university after Pearl River, okay? So if you're planning on going to, say, William Carey and pursue business, then you will put a business pathway. If you are planning on doing a 2-year business program with Pearl River and graduating with your associate's degree, and that is it, then you will do one of these down here. So I'm going to select, and notice before I continue, you can see which campus these programs are offered. So I'm going to select Marketing and Management, and then I'm going to click Continue. So you're still on the same page. When you scroll down, you'll notice that it gives you the option for concentration. If you were to have selected a pathway, it's going to ask you what concentration you want to pursue at that 4-year. So click Continue. And so right here, you're going to do your high school code. Now, most people don't automatically know what their high school code is, but you can look it up right here. So you'll start by entering the state that your high school is in, and then you will select the country. Then you will list the cities, and from here you'll select which city that your high school is in. We're going to go with Poplarville since that's where we're at. List high school selected, so Poplarville, and then you'll copy that high school information data back to here. You'll notice that you'll see the school code pop up. So right here, your graduation date. This is where you're going to put the date that you graduate from high school. It's okay if you don't know the exact date. Some people may know, some people might not. I just put May 24th, and then you'll click continue. So right here, notice it's asking if you have attended other colleges. So if you're coming straight out of high school, chances are you have not attended another college. Now, if you are a non-traditional student, you may have a degree from another 2-year or 4-year college. So make sure that you select no, that you have not attended another college and that you are not currently enrolled unless, of course, you are. Then you'll click continue. Right here is where you're going to enter your information as far as your address goes. Make sure that you put a valid address. Sometimes they will mail you an acceptance letter. They may mail you, if you apply for a scholarship, an acceptance letter for that. Just make sure that the address you put is valid. And so you'll fill in all of this information, and then right here where it says cell phone number, make sure you put a valid cell phone number because you will receive a lot of text message communication. So about ROAR, your new student orientation, your advisor may reach out to you. All of that information may be text to you. So make sure that you put their cell phone number right there, and then you'll click continue. So right here, it's going to ask you a little bit of information about your parents, and that is because you are under 21. If you're over 21, you don't have to put this information. So you just fill it out. You can select if you want to put your mother, your father, or your legal guardian. Same thing, you put their address, where they're from, and notice this right here doesn't have a red asterisk, so you guys do not have to fill that part out, and then click continue. And then right here is a little bit more information. So you have to provide your social security number, so make sure that you do know what your social is, so you can enter that in. You will provide your birth date, and then yes, and of course if you're not a Mississippi resident, you will select no. And then right here, make sure that you do not use your high school student email. So when you're in high school, they give you a student email address, and that's great for communication while you're in high school. But once you graduate, they purge those accounts and you won't be able to get back into it. So if you use that high school email address, you're not going to receive an acceptance letter or your River Guide login because you won't be able to get back into it. Make sure you're using a good email address that you have the login to and you know the password that you can easily get into. And then right here, you'll provide your gender. And of course, like I said, there's no asterisk right here, so you don't have to fill that out, but do read it to make sure it's not something that applies to you in case you are going to use the VA. Right here, you'll select your ethnic category, and then you'll do your race down here. Mine is selected. We're going to click continue. Once you have done all that, you're going to be brought back to your application checklist. So once you see all of these check marks right here, that means that you have completed all the information on the application that is required. But you have to click application is complete in order to submit it. So once you click there, you're not done. You have to click I agree to the terms. And then once you click that, you're at a signature page. And this means that your application has been submitted. Within 3 to 5 days, you will start receiving email communications stating that you have been accepted, and then you'll receive your River Guide login. And with your River Guide login is whenever you're going to be able to apply for things like housing and scholarships. Another thing that I want to mention is our application is completely free. You don't have to worry about paying a non-refundable application fee, and that's the really good thing about Pearl River. You don't have any kind of application fees at all. So this is how you apply. I hope you guys find this video useful, and have a great day.